Hello everyone, I am the Sports Wiz 101, and today I'll be giving out my predictions for the NFL in Week 2. So I'll be predicting all these games to take place in Week 2 of the NFL season. And let's just get underway. Broncos-Jaguars. So Jacksonville certainly looked like the worst team in football. And they were playing against a team that, going in, I thought was the worst team in football. And Denver certainly isn't as bad as the Texans. That defense gave me one of the better defensive units in the league. That offense, I think, does enough to get the win here. I think Denver gets the win over Jacksonville. Bills-Dolphins. All right, so this is one of those games that I'm not that confident at all in my prediction. So, Buffalo didn't really look all that well last Sunday in their loss to the Steelers. I did say that Josh Allen was going to struggle a bit against the Steeler defense. Thing is, he never really adjusted to the Steeler defense like I thought he was going to. Now he's taking on another tough defense in the Miami Dolphins, and this game taking place in Miami. I think if Buffalo loses this game, you start asking yourself questions, is this Bills team overrated? And maybe it's just a gut feeling, but I'm going to take the Dolphins here. I think Allen continues to struggle against a top defense in the Miami Dolphins. Miami's going to benefit from getting Will Fuller back from his suspension. And I'll take the Dolphins to win this game. Raiders and Steelers. Alright, so the Raiders coming off of winning already a candidate for Game of the Year with their overtime victory over the Baltimore Ravens. And now on short rest, they go to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. I think Pittsburgh wins. I think their offense will be able to take advantage of the Steeler defense. And the Raider offense will be unable to do much against the Steeler defense. Give me Pittsburgh there. Texans and Browns. So, Texans the undefeated team here. And I still think they're one of the worst teams in football. Not the worst as we saw last Sunday, but one of them. The Browns, I think, are the second best team in the AFC. Only behind the Chiefs. Give me Cleveland to win this game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do in blowout fashion. Then you have New England and the Jets. Both teams coming off of close one-score losses. The difference here is I think New England, you could make the argument they probably deserve to win that game. They probably should have won that game, but they didn't. Why? Because they committed a bit too many fumbles. I think they get those fumbles under control here to beat the Jets. All right, then we got Chiefs-Ravens. This is Sunday Night Football, the fourth matchup between Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the NFL. And Mahomes has won each of the first three. Baltimore, as you can tell by that stat, tends to struggle when playing Patrick Mahomes. In addition, I'm not that impressed by the Ravens. I wasn't impressed by what I saw from them in the loss to the Raiders. So, the Ravens haven't really been close at halftime in each of the last two games they played against the Chiefs. I think that continues here. The Chiefs will be up by a decent amount at halftime. And I think this might be the most the Ravens lose to the Chiefs by. Maybe it's a bit closer if the Ravens don't get cursed with all those injuries. But I think Kansas City wins this game by a decent amount. over the Rams and Colts. So, in between the time that I posted between the time I recorded my Week 1 predictions and the start of the Seahawks-Colts games, we did get confirmation that Carson Wentz is the starting quarterback here. But I just don't see how the Colts could be argued as a better team at this point than the LA Rams. The Rams, probably up there for a team to beat in the NFC. The Colts might be a 4 seed, but they'll have to do some work to get there. But yeah, I like the Rams to beat the Colts there. Bengals and Bears. Alright, a bit shocked by the Bengals with their overtime victory over the Vikings. And maybe not so much shocked by the Bears, though. Right, I think Chicago's offense gets going against Cincinnati. And that'll allow the Bears to get the victory. Alright, Titans Seahawks I could describe in just one sentence. Never bet against the Seahawks in Seattle. Alright? I'll take the Seahawks here. But otherwise, like I've said, early in the season, the Seahawks play like the Super Bowl contender they can be. Plus, the Titans weren't all that good against the Cardinals last week. I look at this game and I think Seattle wins. Alright, Cowboys-Chargers. Another game I'm not all that confident in with my prediction. I think this is a close game. I think this is a bit of a shootout. But I think the Chargers win. I think ultimately the difference will be their defense. I have said that the Chargers, probably one of the more underrated defenses in the league. Dallas, I still don't trust that defense of theirs. So I'll take the Chargers in this one. All right, Thursday Night Football. It's the Giants and the Washington football team. Washington, now down their starting quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick, onto the IR with a hip injury. Taylor Heinicke will be the quarterback for the football team. And I still think he's enough to give Washington the win. That and the fact that Washington's defense is really good. I think Washington's defense carries them to a win here over the New York Giants. Saints-Panthers, another game I'm not all that confident in. Now, part of that is how good the Saints looked in their win over the Packers. But the thing is, I still believe that the Panthers can make for a decent team this year. This game to take place in Charlotte. Thing is, I can certainly see this game going either way. You know what? I'll go with the Saints here. I just think they've looked too impressive for me to count them out of this one. I'll take them over the Panthers. And I think the Saints have a realistic shot at the postseason at this point in time. Right. Unlike at the beginning of the season. Right. 49ers-Eagles. I think this game winds up being similar to the 49ers-Lions game. Give me San Francisco. Atlanta-Tampa Bay. This is going to be the Bucs' first blowout win of the season, I believe. Atlanta certainly did not look good against the Eagles. So give me Tampa Bay. Vikings and Cardinals. I said in my NFL preview that I'm not buying the hype in the Vikings. But I am buying hype in the Cardinals. Give me Arizona to beat the Vikings once again. Again, the Vikings lose to 0-2. All right, and the last game we got here, Lions and Packers, Monday Night Football. All right, so give me Green Bay here. I think that Green Bay gets back on track with a win over their division rivals, the Detroit Lions. And they do it in lopsided fashion. So I'll take the Packers to beat the Lions right there. And so, there's my predictions for Week 2 of the NFL season. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more to come. I'm Ben SportsWiz 101, and I'll see you next week.